salmon sliders, which is very easy to prepare, and salmon of course is easy to get in any grocery store, supermarket. It has two parts. One is preparing the dressing, and the other is how to cut up salmon sliders, and then we'll go to the stove to make it. So let's prepare the dressing first. We start with half cup of softened cream cheese, which is fat-free cream cheese. Go with that. 2 teaspoons of dried craisins or craisins, 2 teaspoons of almond slices, 1/4 cup of chopped pears, 1 teaspoon of honey, and I grated some fresh lemon here and we'll add that. That's about a teaspoon of it. We'll mix it later. Let me show you how to cut up salmon sliders out of salmon fillet. So what I did was I took a small bowl. Sliders are smaller sizes than the burger pieces. So I took a small bowl. I went in the center here. Few things to watch is thickness of fillet should be uniform in that area. Secondly, it should be skinned, otherwise it won't cut. And salmon, most fishes are very soft to go through, so it will go through, and then you press hard with both hands like this. There we have. There it is. You pound it a little to flatten a little more, and then you put it on your platter. Cut up another one. Press hard. Go through this fillet. Sometimes you may have to just wiggle a little with your finger to get it out. And here it is. I have this salmon piece here. I'll use it to make some sort of stir fry later. And do the same with this. I have cut up some sliders earlier, so we have about 5 of those here. So we'll get started with cooking them up. Let's get to stove. Salmon sliders are something which is very small and it'll get cooked quickly. So we should start and finish right away. Do not move away from the stove because it can overcook the salmon sliders. So let's start with 1 tablespoon of butter. Melt it, and while that is melting, I'll start putting salmon sliders here. Just place them without crowding the stove. As many as you can. I have 7 here and they all fit. Usually it takes about 5 to 7 minutes for an inch of salmon to cook, an inch thickness for salmon to cook. This is less than an inch, so we would probably be done in 4 minutes. We'll add some freshly pounded black pepper. You probably have seen me do this many times by now. There is something about flavor of freshly ground black pepper. About half a teaspoon of salt. Sprinkle it on top of each slider. And let's turn, the flame should be medium, and let's turn the sliders over. That looks very good. They almost look like scallops, but they're not. So you could do a April Fool with these. Make them look like scallops. Okay. While the salmons are cooking, another 2 minutes it will take, I am going to add some sliced onion. Any onion will do. This is sliced Vidalia onion, which is a little sweeter in taste. On the side, there is a little bit of space left in the pan. Let it, excuse me, let it get sauteed in the butter and juices of salmon. And these caramelized onions would also go on the bread when we put together sliders. Everything looks beautiful here. Once this is done in another minute, we will turn the stove off, go and put together sliders with buns. Now we made salmon sliders, which you saw how easy it was and how we cut out sliders from salmon fillet. I had fun doing that, and you can get your children to do that.